So welcome to Python tutorials. We will discuss about recursion, very important topic. Recursion in Python. So what is this recursion is nothing but there will be a function, something like this, df. Okay. So function name is h, and every function will going to have a body, and we have to provide the indentation. That is one tab space here. One tab space you provide. So again, we will going to call a function call like this h. Okay. And in between, so this is a function definition, and this is a function call. Here what we'll do, in between, in this body, I will going to call this function again and again like this. I will going to define a one more function call here. Okay. So this will going to repeat the calling to this function again and again like this. It will going to call again, it will come back again. So whatever the statements which are available in between here, so this will going to be executed infinite times. So that's why this is what we call it as recursion. The important thing in the recursion is, first one is termination is very important. Termination is the major one, and else part. Termination and major part are the else part. So if you have these two, we can able to control the recursion. Termination is the major part. We have to terminate the function after work done. We will going to see the problem. I will going to explain the problem, that is factorial. Yeah, for n factorial, something like this. So we're going to take a value something like 7 factorial or 6 factorial, like that. Okay. And I will going to write a program for this. What is this exactly? 7 factorial is nothing but 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So for this, we will going to identify the value. So like this, we will going to do. So this one, we will going to execute in terms of recursion. Okay, how will do? We're going to discuss that one. Let's take a function, something like define. So definition of the function, def, definition of the function. We'll increase this. Again, here function name, I will going to say factorial, fact, and it will going to take the value. So you take any value here, or something like I will say that n here. So I said very clearly, see, every recursion will going to have a termination. For that, what I will do, if, so just I'm writing a logic here in the function. If n value that is equal to 1, okay, then I will going to say, please understand here, this is the termination. If n value, whatever the value, if whatever the n value I will going to receive, so I will going to create a function as well here. You can see here, fact is my function. Fact is my function, and I will want to pass the values from here. So say anything, I will want to say num. Okay, this is my function. So from this function, I will want to send the parameters here. Okay. Now, if the n value equal to 1, so what you will have to do? You have to return something. That's why return 1. You want to return 1. That's it. Otherwise, else part. So what I will do? Here I will want to say return n into okay, n into fact. Formula, we have to write the formula. What is that? N minus 1. So this is the logic we have to play. That's it, nothing else. Okay, if n value is equal to 1, return 1. Otherwise, if n value is greater than 1, go to the else part and n into factorial of n minus 1. So now I will going to take the input from the user. So saying that very clearly. So num is equal to, it's an integer, that's fine. Type conversion is the required input, I will say, enter the value of number. Okay, you provide any number and it will go to here, and that value will come here and it will go to be executed. Okay, so we got the value. You can see this one. So I will want to provide 5. So 120 we are getting. Hence we are not printing, but even though we are getting, so I will want to print that value. What is that? I will say, let's say result that is equal to, so again print result. Result. Can I say factorial value? Value result. So I will come at the, I want to make it a string here like this, and I will provide the answer that is result. Okay, fine. Now let me give one more number. Okay, so let me give something like 6, and you can see factorial value result is 720. So like this, we can able to implement the code. And suppose sometimes we're going to give the negative number. For that also, we can able to give here. Now you can see like if num value less than 0. Okay, if num value is less than 0, so what we have to do? Please, I am requesting. Okay, user to print. Sorry, enter the positive number. I will request like this. Okay. There's also one case. So I will going to take something like -2. So you can see, sorry, enter the positive number. It is saying, okay, that is one request. Again, one more request I can able to implement here. What is that? If num value equal to 0. In this case, what we have to do? So now I will want to say very clearly print the factorial value of 1 is, sorry, 0 is 1. 0 is, we're going to mention here very clearly. So that is 1. And I will bring this one into the else part. Yeah, else part. I will take it in else part. And so I will bring this into the else part. So that will be okay. So this is the complete program. What it will going to happen now? See here. So I will going to provide a value something like 5. Okay, it says that the value of the result factorial result is 120, and now I will going to check it for some value -8. Let's see. Sorry, enter the positive number we are getting. Again, we're going to check for 0 again. See, the factorial value of 0 is 1 we are getting. So this is how we can able to write the program and you can able to implement it. So this is for recursion. Okay. And one more important thing we have to observe here. See, whatever the values I will going to provide, these values will go to n and it will going to check. Suppose example you take, I am providing value that is 3. So 3 equal to 1, no. So that's why it will not going to return anything. So it will go to the else part and 3 into fact of 3 minus 1. We will going to find the factorial part 2 and 2 will go to here. Okay. And 2 is equal to 1. Not true. It will not going to return anything. Again, for this 2, we have to once again 2 into factorial of 2 minus 1. Okay, so what is that? You will going to get the value that is 1. This is 1. 1 will be given to again this n. So if n value is equal to 1, what it will to return? It will going to return 1. That return 1 will come here. 1. 1 into 2, 2. Okay, so factorial for 2. 2 into 3 here. 2 into 3, it will going to give 6. Okay, this is a procedure will going to happen. Here also same thing. If you provide any negative value here, -1 like this, -1 is less than 0, false. Yes, sir. -1 is less than 0. Okay, actually true. That's why. So it will going to execute this. Yeah, otherwise, if you provide any value, something like what I said, 0. So it's 0 equal to 0 true, it will going to say factorial value is 1. So this is how the procedure will going to work. So this is the small program which I given for recursion using factorial of n number. Factorial of n. Okay, so we'll call it as n factorial. So that is equal to n into factorial of n minus 1 formula. Okay, thank you. So that's it. Thank you.